Theme music starts now.
We need your help.
Put the dishes in like this?
We need your help.
You want hotel, not motel.
We need your help.
You said this was a kitchenette. This is just an et.
I guess our mission is clear.
Save their sanity.
Samantha, how wonderful that we can make small changes the way you do in your show that really can make a difference. You know, so many shows and magazines are aspirational and out of reach for the majority of the audience. So, you know, thank goodness, this is a great antidote. Tell me about it.
So glad, so glad. I mean, we really try to be inspirational, right? So we want to inspire people to be able to do the DIYs that we do. We want people to be able to take all the tips and tricks that they see on the show and actually be able to use them in their own homes. And even if it's something that's small, yeah, because I completely understand. We so often are bombarded with these gorgeous images and you think, oh my gosh, I can't get my house to look like that. But you know, in truth, you can. It's just sometimes a few tweaks to get it there. Sometimes it's just a matter of editing your space, right? Is just taking a look at your own home and looking at what you have and really tidying it up, editing it so that you can see like, okay, I have a fresh palette now. And then it's about working with what you have. So whatever furniture that you have in your home, often we have everything that we need to have a great house because we shop for things that we love. And even if you've shopped for something that you don't necessarily love, I am a big believer, and I think you see that Seb is too, in giving something a coat of paint, adding some trim to it, putting wallpaper behind the shelf, something to make it more upscale and more luxe and more lovable.
It would be a big save if we could match up the floors that you sanded and stained in the hallway as well as in the kitchen.
So we got some saves here.
Yay!
Bingo. Let's
still
do it.
private consultations?
You know what? I haven't for a long time, and I started in magazines. And I never really did private work. I always have done it, you know, either for someone who's connected to the magazine or for people in television. Like for a short time, I was doing private work.
Demo day! I did it.
Something I love about the show, especially, is we get these little character profiles of the people whose homes you improve. And character studies, really. And I find it fascinating. People really will say a great deal about themselves in situations like that. Are you sometimes surprised?
I'm not, because design is so connected to a person and a person's home. And when we decorate spaces, or, you know, I always try to, one, work with the architecture of home, but two, and more importantly, is I really want people and the people who live in that home to love their space.
Yeah.
It is such a personal thing, you know, like and color is so personal. And, you know, whether you have clean modern lines or you have, you know, cushy, comfortable upholstery it's all dependent on who lives in the home.
Start rocking and rolling on this project. You ever use one of these?
Woo! Let's talk design. I feel like gold and black is a contender. You have so much beautiful work.
Thank you.
Just yesterday, I was at the paint store and the woman serving me, and I reached the conclusion how emotional color is.
Yes.
You can look at a color and go, no, or yes, and you can't even describe why you feel that way. It's just immediate.
There's, you know what, there are lots of rules in color therapy. So, you know, there's a certain type of yellow that fast food restaurants will use, an orange and a yellow. Now you'll start to notice it. Check out fast food restaurants. So what it's supposed to do is get you in and out quickly. And I think that it might make you feel a little more hungry. Paint a space a soft blue if you want to feel uplifted, because it reminds you of the sky and the world is bigger than problems. There is so much, like, people have so much connection to color. Yeah. And then it changes culturally as well, right? So because white, you know, white can mean bereavement to some cultures, and, you know, for other cultures, it's, you know, we wear all black. So it's fascinating and interesting. And it's, again, very personal. Design is so personal.
Glue it, stick it. Go ahead, nail it.
We have such a good project today.
I'm ready.
I just read a newspaper report that the town where I live has a white hot real estate market at the moment. And is there any correlation between what you do and that?
For sure. I mean, we have more and more people who are enthusiastic and are open to design and want a design that works for their own space. I think, you know, it's been coming for a long time. Obviously, there are reasons why, you know, like the home market is booming. There is no question. I don't think that there's any other market. I read the other day, there's no market that's booming bigger than the home market. And that is in all realms. So in the real estate market, in furnishings and accessories, in building, just everybody everybody wants their home to be a welcoming and inviting place.
That is something that nobody else has.
In all of your career, have you ever come across someone who didn't like what happened?
Have not as far as it relates to the design. Sure, there's, you know, been times when like the faucet needs to be adjusted, you know, definitely. There's always deficiencies for sure. With every designer, there are always deficiencies. You try to limit them as much as possible, but I have never had somebody say, I don't like this design, thankfully. And the fortunate thing is that, you know, I'm given the time to speak to all of the homeowners and to really like get to know them and to see all of their inspiration shots. And truly, if you do the work in advance as a designer or even as a homeowner who just wants to create a beautiful space, if you look at inspiration shots, if you collect all your materials first, if you speak to different contractors and do your research first, then you'll produce something that is beautiful.
I'm so excited to show them this space.
They've put their heart and souls into this.
Welcome
Oh,
home.
wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
It's just so nice. I don't know what to say. Phil, say something.
You know who can do it?
Seb Clovis.
And Sam Penn.
Giddy up.